The corrupt guards were about to drag him to a dark dungeon for a crime he didn't commit. His enemies smiled, thinking they had finally destroyed him. But with a cold laugh, our main character stepped out, holding a legendary fabric that completely shattered the laws of this world. A blinding rainbow light burst forth, making the greedy billionaires drop to their knees in pure horror. How did a despised son-in-law create a color that surpassed the knowledge of this entire era? Don't blink, because the ultimate face-slapping revenge begins right now. Shen Lang suddenly realized something and glanced at Lin Mo. So, it was you. Lin Mo looked back at him calmly and said, "My apologies, young Master Shen. My son studies martial arts at the Tiannan Martial Academy. The Su family's son-in-law, Zhang Jin, is a commander of the Shuangwu City Guard, and his father is the general of Nuzhang Prefecture." Hearing this, Shen Lang immediately understood. So, the Lin family wants to sell me out to curry favor with the Su family. In exchange, their son may receive promotion. At the same time, they gain goodwill from the Su family and can cooperate in business later. What a clever scheme. Xu Guangying pointed angrily at Shen Lang and shouted, "You freeloaded in the Su family household, harassing our servants. That alone was disgraceful. Yet I never imagined you would secretly steal the dye formula we'd painstakingly developed and sell it outside. Such a vile and shameless person. I have never seen the like." Xu Qiangqian began to cry pitifully, her eyes filled with tears. "Shen Lang, I'm so disappointed in you. If you really needed money, you could have told me. Why did you have to do something like this?" Xu Guangying clasped his hands toward the three officials from the Shuangwu city government and spoke in a wronged tone. "Honorable officials, today Shen Lang stole the Su family's formula and secretly sold it, causing us severe losses. I beg the officials to uphold justice for us." Xu Qiangqian continued her performance, crying as she spoke. "Father, please don't do this. Give Shen Lang another chance." She turned to Shen Lang. "Shen Lang, tell the officials the truth. Did you steal our formula because you couldn't accept that I left you? If you admit it now, we will not pursue the matter further. We'll just consider it a moment of foolishness." Shen Lang's face darkened. "If I confess now, the Su family might spare me here for the sake of their reputation, but they have underestimated me." Suddenly, he burst into loud laughter. "Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!" Pointing straight at Xu Guangying, he said, "You claim the golden dye formula is stolen. Where is your evidence?" Xu Guangying sneered arrogantly. "You are nothing but a useless waste. How could you possibly invent a dye formula? The Su family has worked in the silk industry for decades and has always been improving golden dyes. What do you think?" Shen Lang smiled calmly. "So, in other words, you have no evidence." Then he turned to the three officials. "Honorable sirs, if I can produce a golden dye even better than this one, would that not prove the truth?" The two officials, one fat and one thin, looked at each other uncertainly. "This?" Xu Qiangqian quickly interrupted, trying to redirect the conversation so the Su family would not lose face. "Even if you stole the formula, you are inexperienced. If you worked harder, you might still produce something better." Shen Lang replied confidently, "Then let us not only compare golden dye, but also purple dye." In this world, the most difficult color to dye was not gold, but purple. Purple dye traditionally came from special sea snails and shellfish. Just 1 gram required 300 shells, yet even the Great Yan dynasty had not mastered the extraction process. Instead, they simply mixed red and blue dyes together. The result was terrible: uneven color, dull appearance, and easy fading. Thus, purple dye had become an unsolved problem in the silk industry. Shen Lang spoke leisurely. "I stand alone. I have no wealth and no resources. I can only use the simplest and cheapest method to create purple dye." He looked mockingly at the Su family. "But your Su family can mobilize the entire strength of your clan." He sneered. "Surely you wouldn't be afraid of such a challenge." Xu Qiangqian glanced at Xu Guangying. Seeing him nod slightly, she said, "If you produce a better purple dye, the Su family will have nothing more to say." Shen Lang laughed confidently. "Nothing more to say? No. When I win, the Su family must apologize to me." Xu Guangying snorted. "Win first, then talk." Shen Lang declared loudly, "Very well. The time limit is 3 watches. After 3 watches, we will determine the winner and reveal the truth." He bowed toward the officials. "I ask the honored officials to witness this." One of them nodded. Agreed. Then Shen Lang returned to the courtyard and began processing the lichen he had prepared earlier. After grinding the lichen, he boiled it with alkaline ash water, producing an extremely vivid and beautiful purple dye. But what Shen Lang was doing now was not merely creating purple dye. He was creating something that surpassed the knowledge of this era. A strange glow seemed to spread before him. The color was not just golden, it shimmered with faint rainbow reflections. The light illuminated Shen Lang's confident and slightly arrogant face, as if he held a secret far beyond the understanding of this world. "Watch closely," he murmured. "I will use something this world has never seen before to grind the Su family into dust." 3 watches later, a piece of purple cloth hung in the courtyard before the gathered crowd. A servant announced proudly, "Master, miss, this is our newest purple dye." The servant proudly advertised the cloth. "This is no longer made by mixing blue and red. It is purple extracted from Gromwell root." Lin Mo stepped forward and touched the cloth, his eyes wide with amazement. "Magnificent! The color is so pure and vibrant. This is a tremendous leap in quality." Xu Guangying stroked his chin as if evaluating it carefully. Then Xu Qiangchan said to the dyer, "Master Su, please explain the golden dye to the officials." The dyer respectfully produced a notebook and presented it with both hands. "Honored officials, my family has been dyers for generations. I spent years researching yellow dyes and tested over 100 materials, including pagoda flowers. These are my old records." Xu Qiangqian added smoothly, "Director Wang, this notebook belongs to Master Su's father. You can see the aged handwriting. Such a record is difficult to fake." The official reading the book was Wang Lin, a department chief of Shuangwu City. Looking at the notes, he said, "It appears Shen Lang indeed stole the formula." Xu Qiangqian immediately followed up. "Of course, the formula was once tested by Master Su. We simply didn't realize that adding alum would increase the brightness, so we abandoned it." Xu Guangying spoke again in an aggrieved tone. "Honorable officials, may you arrest him now?" The fattest of the 3 officials shouted, "Guards, bring Shen Lang out." 2 soldiers immediately entered the courtyard where Shen Lang was working. Just then, bang, the door burst open. "Wait!" Shen Lang stepped out. Xu Guangying immediately pointed at Shen Lang. "Shen Lang, prepare yourself for prison." Seeing the Su family's purple cloth hanging in the yard, Shen Lang looked slightly surprised. "The Su family actually produced such a fine purple dye. It seems you do have some skill." He paused, then smiled. "But now, look at the purple dye created by Shen Lang." The moment everyone saw Shen Lang's cloth, their eyes widened and mouths fell open in shock. Xu Guangying burled it out. "This, impossible!" The purple color was dazzling and mysterious, radiating elegance and nobility far beyond ordinary dye. Holding the cloth, Shen Lang pointed at the Su family. "Master Su, Xu Qiangqian, surely this purple dye was not stolen from you as well." Xu Qiangqian staggered back in shock. What is happening with Shen Lang? When he lived in the Su household, he was nothing but a useless man. How can he suddenly know dyeing and be this powerful? As if afraid people still doubted him, Shen Lang let the purple cloth fall and reached into his robe. "Everyone, is this purple silk still not convincing enough? Very well, then take a look at this." He pulled out another piece of cloth. This cloth was different. Just as everyone was still immersed in shock, Shen Lang suddenly seemed to erupt like a supernova. Thousands of multicolored rays burst outward like a radiant fan, intertwining brilliant golden light with dazzling rainbow refraction. The powerful halo overwhelmed the surroundings, forcing everyone present to shield their eyes in astonishment. The spectacle dominated not only their vision, but their very minds. Shen Lang declared proudly, "This is my ultimate technique, the rainbow silk." He had used a segmented resist dyeing method, applying red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet onto a single piece of silk, creating a dazzling rainbow cloth. The thin official rushed forward like a carp leaping from water. "Let me see." Xu Guangying was speechless. His eyes bulged, his mouth hung, and sweat dripped down his face. The thin official held the cloth and gasped, "Magnificent! It has soul. The transition between colors is so natural. How could this be achieved? This craftsmanship, extraordinary." Shen Lang clasped his hands towards the officials. "Director Wang, please preside justice." Wang Lian stared thoughtfully at Shen Lang before turning to Xu Guangying. "Please confirm, are the purple silk and the rainbow silk stolen from your Xu family?" Xu Guangying clenched his teeth and replied bitterly, "No." Then he stormed away angrily, leaving everyone stunned. Behind him, Lin Mo called out anxiously, Master Shu, careful of the step." Although furious, Xu Chan could no longer continue the accusation. She bowed politely. "My apologies. Due to earlier misunderstandings, we wrongly accused you. I will take my leave." Yet inside her mind, she fumed. What is wrong with that Director Wang? How dare he oppose the future in-laws of the prefecture lord? When I return, I must tell Jiang Jin, officials in Xuanwu City who oppose the Xu family cannot be allowed to remain. And Shen Lang, how does he suddenly possess so many dyeing techniques? It feels like I've missed something important. Shen Lang approached Wang Lian with a smile. Many thanks, Director Wang. It has been a long time. How have you been? And how is Miss Jin of the Xuanwu Earl's mansion this year? Shen Lang dared to gamble against the Shu family because he knew Wang Lian harbored resentment towards Jiang Jin. 3 years earlier, in a mountain forest, shouts echoed. There, surround it! A huge bear pierced with arrows roared and fled, while soldiers on horseback pursued it. Suddenly, directly in the bear's path, stood Shen Lang, 3 years younger. He held a yellow flower and stared at it foolishly. Flower! The hunters shouted urgently, "Move! Get out of the way!" But the slow-witted Shen Lang stood there like a stunned ox. At that moment, a young woman in crimson armor leapt high into the air. Below, the bear charged toward Shen Lang with jaws wide open, ready to tear him apart. Shen Lang simply stared blankly, unable to react. From above, the red-armored girl hurled her spear. The spear sliced through the air and pierced the bear's skull, pinning the beast to the ground. Shen Lang fainted on the spot in terror. Later, he learned the one who saved him was Kim Mulan, the daughter of the Xuanwu Earl's mansion. Because Shen Lang had been injured during her hunting expedition, Kim Mulan arranged treatment and personally visited him. At that time, Wang Lian, a distant relative of the Earl's mansion, had just passed the imperial examination. Hoping to win Kim Mulan's favor, he volunteered to tutor Shen Lang. Teaching the foolish Shen Lang nearly drove him insane. Why are you so stupid? Yet despite tutoring him for a half-month, Wang Lian never once see Kim Mulan. Before leaving, he said irritably, "Shen Lang, although I taught you for a half-month, don't call me teacher outside." During those lessons, Wang Lian often cursed Jiang Jin, which is why Shen Lang dared take such a risk today. However, the Wang Lian of today clearly did not wish to see him. Back to the present, Wang Lian said coldly, "The name of the Earl's daughter, is it something a country bumpkin like you can casually mention?" Then he turned away. "Let's go." Watching the officials depart, Shen Lang thought silently. If Director Wang despises me so much, then becoming his rival in love wouldn't matter either. He clearly won't help me, and the Shu family still has more tricks prepared. Right now, I'm walking on thin ice. One wrong step, and everything will collapse. But if the next step of my plan succeeds, the entire situation can be reversed. I might even rise above everyone. Shen Lang walked down the street with Tian 13 following closely behind him. Suddenly, a voice came from a nearby carriage. "Shen Lang, I underestimated you." The speaker was Shu Chan. Her face was slightly flushed. "I never expected you would learn dyeing for me. You truly care for me. Why didn't you say so earlier?" Shen Lang thought coldly. "Shu Chan, you're far too narcissistic. I learned dyeing for you? Maybe the old foolish Shen Lang would have done that." She continued, "Come back to the Shu family as a dyer. I will pay you 10 gold coins a month. If you hand over the purple and rainbow dye formulas, I'll build the best dye workshop for you. You can devote yourself entirely to dyeing and become the finest craftsman." She smiled softly. "Didn't you once love me deeply? Wouldn't you sacrifice everything for me? Helping me this way is the best proof." Shen Lang walked past without answering. "When I was useless, you kicked me out. Now that I'm valuable, you suddenly flatter me. What kind of shameless green tea act is this?" Behind him, Tian 13 continued walking silently. From inside the carriage, Shu Chan's voice rang out again. "Don't forget, you still owe Tian Heng 1,000 gold coins." Shen Lang stopped abruptly. "How do you know about the 1,000 gold coins?" The carriage began moving away. Her voice drifted back. "If the Shu family doesn't receive the purple and rainbow dye before tonight, you understand the consequences." Tian 13 rested his blade on his shoulder and said casually, "A monk may flee, but the temple remains. We know you care about your family. Before sunset, you have about 7 hours left." He continued walking, adding coldly, "Remember, we'll come to your house to collect the money before sunset." Shen Lang stood still, deep in thought. So Tian Heng already told the Shu family everything. Even if I surrender the 1,000 gold coins, it won't matter. Tonight, the black-clad gang and the Shu family will certainly act together. They'll threaten my parents and younger brother to force me to give them the formulas. His gaze hardened. Even if I surrender the formulas, unless I become their lifelong slave, my family will never have peace. He looked towards the setting sun and began calculating his next move. I must use a method that solves everything once and for all.